Welcome back to another Habs Daily News. Today we talk about why and how Nick Suzuki will be a center number one in the NHL. Secondly, to do that, I need to do a ranking of the NHL center number one to give you a little bit more an overview of what it looked like, all the team in NHL, and how Nick Suzuki could become that kind of center at long term with the Montreal Canadiens. My exercise have four categories. The elite center, the efficient center, might have a true number one center inside their team and should become a center number one in NHL. Let's dive talking about my first category of the NHL center number one ranking, and I'm talking about the elite center. We have 8 different center in NHL, and they are Colorado McKinnon, Edmonton McDavid, Barkov, Florida, Pittsburgh Crosby, Tampa Bay Point, Toronto Matthews, Vancouver Miller, and Jack Eichel. To be an elite players, first of all, most of them reach usually over 90 points and sometimes 100 points. They've been, many of them, generational player in NHL. Most of them was drafted first round pick, second round pick, or third round pick. Most of them been developed inside their own organization. Only Miller for Vancouver and the Vegas Golden Knights, Jack Eichel, has been traded during their career. And also, you have to take a note that some of them are the winner of the Hart Trophy or they won the Stanley Cup. And that's the reason our elite players center number one in NHL. My second category is all about the efficient number one center in NHL. And they have 6 different centers. Carolina, AO, Dallas, Hans, Detroit, Larkin, Winnipeg, Sheffley, New York Islanders, Horvat, New York Rangers, Zibanejad. For me, why they are on that category is because they get their job done as a center number one, but obviously they are not a star powerful center like the first category, and all of them are never won the Stanley Cup during their career yet. Still, we have to see what it look like for the next couple of years. Then you have also, most of them has been developed inside their own organization and drafted by their own team. Talking about AO, Dallas with Hans, Larkin, and Sheffley. 2 of them was been traded by the team draft them. I'm talking about the Vancouver Canucks to the New York Islanders, Bo Horvat. And then you have the Ottawa Senator traded to the Rangers, Zibanejad. Again, this category are 6 front center. My third category, they might have a true number one center inside of their own team, and we have 5 front center. And I'm talking about the St. Louis Blues, Robert Thomas. Now, surprisingly, coach, you put the New Jersey and Ottawa Senator Jack Hughes and Tim Souza on that category. I will tell you the reason behind that. Then you have the Boston Bruins, Elias Lindholm, and then the Montreal Canadiens, Nick Suzuki. And the reason why they are inside of this category, they're missing a couple of pieces inside the toolbox. First, they have to refine the two-way game for Souza and Jack Hughes, and for Robert Thomas and Nick Suzuki. We know what Lindholm can do. Lindholm needs to produce more on the other side of the game to get that category of the efficient. Put Jack Hughes and Tim Souza in the next category. They have to stay healthy. Again, Souza, Hughes, they are at the edge to become the efficient center. If they can improve the two-way game and to become more healthy, I think no doubt in my mind they will be that center the next maybe 1 or 2 years. For Suzuki, I think he will become an efficient center number one the next couple of years. For Robert Thomas, is only a question of time for him. I know Robert Thomas won the Stanley Cup in 2018. Now, let's move on for my last category of this ranking, center number one in NHL. And this is the center where they're going to be a number one. It's just a question of time. Most of them was drafted in the last 2 years. I'm talking about that Carlson with Anaheim, Bedard with Chicago, Fantilli with Columbus Blue Jackets. A little bit concerned about Marco Rossi. I put him there, but we have to wait a little bit longer what he's going to become one day. Then San Jose have 2 potential to become number one center. I'm talking about Celebrini and Smith. What a great duo they're going to be with the Sharks. Finally, from the new team, Utah, the ex-Arizona. I'm talking about Logan Coley. What about Kopitar? And what about O'Reilly? Both of them are older, and both team, Los Angeles Kings and the Nashville Predators, will have to look for a new center number one with the team. Finally, we have three teams. We have no center number one, and they are the Flyers, the Kraken. I don't see Bernier or Wright ready for number one. They have the potential to become there. And then finally, we have the Calgary Flame. We know they just trade Elias Lindholm. The best center they have right now is Kadri, and I don't see him as a center number one in NHL. Let's talk about Nick Suzuki. Why and how Nick Suzuki will be a center number one in NHL. So what I look at all his strength and also what he need to improve to be that level. First of all, he's still young. He still needs at least 2 years before he reaches his full potential in NHL. Secondly, he's been healthy since the beginning of his career. Did not miss any game since he played game number one with the Montreal Canadiens a couple of years ago. Every year, he's improved his game on the number of the point, 66, 68, 77. Scored more goals per year. He reached a total of 33 goals this year. Then he's improved his face-off year after year. And finally, he's become better on the defensive zone coverage, but most on the cover, the opponent best center when he faced a matchup top center number one. And this is a great area where I feel like Suzuki is going to become better and better and better. And he is now getting a little bit vote from the Selke Trophy. For me, his hockey IQ is the biggest skill he has. He sees the ice very well. He is a playmaker as a center, and that's the reason I believe he could become a number one center. And of course, he's a leader. He's a captain of Montreal Canadiens of his age, 24 years old, really mature. He's really good on his behavior off ice, on ice. His composure and fun of the media after a win or after a loss. He's always been calm and from the mic. But to reach that potential to become an efficient center in NHL, he needs to add more points during the season. If he can reach the 85 point year after year, that will helping him to reach that category. Secondly, refine his 200-weight game. His defensive zone coverage, 2 areas where he will become a better center and the potential to be a number one center, of course, with the Montreal Canadiens. And because he's young, he still have 2 years in front of him to reach the next level. And finally, when the team of the Montreal Canadiens are going to become better, more successful, every details I just talking about how and why next week it will become a center number one have to reflect on the team's success at long term. Until then, I don't think so. It will be on the category efficient. And that's it. That's all, my friend. That's conclude another episode of the Habs Daily News. But I want to hear from you. I want to tell me, what do you think about my exercise? Secondly, do you think Nick Suzuki will become a center number one in NHL? Which category you believe is going to be in the next couple of years? And finally, if it's not, why the reason it cannot become a center number one in NHL? Remember, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe on this channel, and sharing this with your friends. We need more subscribers. And finally, you have greatness inside of you. And we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.